Hello everyone, today's replay analysis is of a Champ 2 player. If you're stuck in Champ or below, I'm sure you'll be able to pick up a couple of things from this replay, as we mainly talked about positioning and awareness. With the intro being done, I hope you'll enjoy the video. Pretty good follow, you take the boost, then you have the ball. I do like the fact that you're taking your time here, that's actually good. You're able to beat him, fortunately your teammate is not there. It's not necessarily like a big mistake that what you did. It's just that something that you can keep in mind is that since your teammate just made the kickoff, there is good chance that he went to take boost, right? So usually whenever you want to do one of those solo plays, you have to think about being able to play by your own. And here, sure, you beat him. That was great, but this is a ball for your teammate. Then second thing here, so you see here, the moment that you land, you should already be thinking about how you're going to recover. And instead here, look, you're still driving forwards, and then you're turning in the net. Where instead of being where you are right now, you can maybe be here instead, which will give you a better and faster recovery. Because right now, this guy is actually quite dangerous, right? You letting your teammate in 1v1 for a long time, or maybe you could actually have the opportunity to annoy this guy, right? To make the save easier for your teammate. Here, you don't have to jump. So here, is it dangerous? Not at all. This guy is going in the corner, your team is probably going to be challenging. So first of all, you want to be in a good spot to be able to play that. The problem right now is you're mostly facing like this. I would have maybe preferred if you were to take a little bit wider. You see how if I'm coming with this angle, it's slightly better than if I'm coming with this angle. It's going to be a small difference, but it does help in the long term. See if you're coming like this, you might be able to jump, and if not, you just go on the other side. And the second thing is actually here you had the time. So again, it's not like what you did, it was a big mistake. So even if you didn't take wider, this is still not bad because you're able to turn. Now the thing is, you need to ask yourself, where is the enemy? Because actually here, it's actually quite important. Your teammate and this guy are out of the play. So right now you kind of have a 1v1 situation. You don't have the ball though, but it is between you and this guy, right? So the thing is, if you're able to get the information, which is very important, because what you're gonna do with the ball is gonna depend on this guy, right? And instead of jumping like you did here for no reason, because see, even if you touch it, where does the ball go? You actually maybe had more time to think about proper play and see if you were if you see that he was far, maybe you can actually try to control it, or maybe just you put a very powerful shot into the net to force him to jump, and then you get some boost and just play with that. Okay, should be fine. Okay, so I understand, honestly, it's kind of annoying because your teammate should have taken that boost instead and you go there. Now, why did this happen? He thought that he was going to be able to take the middle boost. So probably he thought okay, I missed this one. Yeah, he wasn't really able to get that one. So he take the ball in the middle boost. So honestly, this is not too bad. Obviously, it was not what you wanted. But from this moment, you just have to adapt. And I don't really like the fact that you stopped here. It's going to work out. But again, it's not really optimal. I would prefer if you just take a bit more space. See here, the moment that you see that he's gonna go, instead of just stopping, keep your momentum, but going more outside. And that way, if he's able to beat the enemy, you might be able to follow up. If not, you might be able to go back. The problem here is that sure, you are behind him, but because you don't have any momentum, if this guy his touch was a little bit more powerful, you will really be out of position for that. If you don't have the information, you just need to be aware that the guy might have landed and he's gonna challenge you, because here you're just a little bit too naive. And the thing is, this is your ball, right? So even if you could have jumped for this straight away. And also another way you can view it is your teammate is gonna be far. So actually, if you're able to jump for this, you jump and you just make a touch that goes far away, a good clear, where the enemies are not able to get it, maybe on the right, if you can. If not, at least far enough that you're able to land and reposition, and probably your teammate will be able to follow up. So honestly, this goal was, it's a little bit sad because it was very avoidable. Okay, teammate kind of showed, but that's fine. Again, I'm not a huge fan, but it does work. Again, here, do you have to slam it? Why not? It's okay, honestly, especially as you're able to get it, but then you even get a goal. You know what? Never mind. Well played. And you guys are also going to get another goal out of this kickoff. Nice, well played. It's just your aerial was kind of it was a little bit, I'm not going to say bad because it still worked, but it felt a little bit awkward. Here you have a free ball and a lot of space. Your first touch is kind of meh. You see here again, where's the enemy? He's very far, so you still have some time to do things. And I feel here is just a missed opportunity mechanically. You can go for this, nice. Also here, just leave. You made your play. You did this, okay? This guy is awkward right now. Just leave. The reason why this is actually important, other than the fact that by leaving you will be able to be ready for the next play, it does tell your teammate that he has to go, right? Because here by staying, well, you're not really doing anything. See, the moment from, like, look, where are you? You are here. See? This moment here, up, wave dash, you flip, and you leave. So instead of being where you are right now, you would be there. Your teammate, I don't know where he's not really following you, but see, you'd be able to see, like, if I have to cut first, you cut first, and like he will be behind. So it's not like this too bad. So it's, in a way, it's kind of like similar to where you are. Like positioning wise, like relative to the enemy is similar. It's just that there is a world where you are facing him, so it will be easier to challenge. Where here it's much more awkward for you because like you pretty much are close and under. I mean, you will still be able to get it. No, actually not. Actually no. I thought you'd had like the time to jump. Even so, there's still something that you could have done here. You get this boost again. Teammate is on your left. So actually here, if you're not able to get the ball, get the bump, right? Because see here how if you were able to get the bump, well now your teammates still have a free ball. And see if it goes in, you cannot do anything, right? It is what it is. But if you get the bump and like it doesn't go in as right now, well your teammate will be able to play it. The thing is, even if your teammate was like not in place for some reason, right? Yeah, I don't think you had like the best teammate there. You still had like have to focus on yourself, and there were still ways for you to, despite your teammate making mistakes. Oh, I can't say that you missed the boost. Go for it, nice. Despite your teammate making mistakes, you still like have plenty of opportunities to do a play. Well played. I like how you did exactly the same thing twice, and it worked. I just don't know why you didn't, well, just shoot here. It's a little bit unfortunate. I think you were ready like to do it like a third time. Here you're gonna jump. Why not? Here, why I don't necessarily like dislike this. Like I don't dislike the idea. Maybe if you jumped a little bit later and see so that you're able to play this instead, because you still jump pretty early, which is not okay. It's not a mistake because you do leave more time for your teammate to go. The thing is, see if you essentially you're jumping the moment that he's gonna get the reset. And like you're slightly off, so either you were to jump like super early, like to annoy him the moment that he's trying to get like, the reset, or you jump like right after the reset. With the distance that like he has, it's not really risky if he get the reset, yeah. But you want to like play maybe a little bit later, like see if you were here and now you jump here. See, if you're jumping for this ball instead, it's much easier because your teammate will be like knows what to play. Where here, it's as if you left him on his own. Sure, you were covering this guy, but essentially this is the guy that was like you were supposed to cover. So I'm just gonna do that. Here you jump for this. You have to be very careful here. Your second man, so like if you're jumping for this, you have to be super confident because here you getting dusted, and honestly you shouldn't. Also, you don't necessarily have to play this, by the way. It's just something that you can always like fake going for this and like play it safe because you're second man. So like those are like your two options, right? Either you play safe to like give some time for your teammate to go, or you get like a good touch that will get also set time for your teammate. So you could have gotten this. You just have to be careful. And here I feel like there was maybe a little bit of hesitation. See, like you could have went a little bit earlier, but it's again you still have to be very careful about how like you do that touch. You can get this boost. To be fair, here I don't think you had to. Yeah, you didn't have to flip. You were already supersonic. This is gonna be yours. Not too bad. You got the 50. Teammate should get the ball. I don't like this positioning. I don't know what is the point of this, right? Like, there's no need for you to go in the net. Here, it's actually a good moment, like to talk about like the distance between yourself and your teammate, right? Here, put some distance. Earlier, I kind of realized this, and it was like a big mistake. But I think sometimes like you are too close to your teammate, or you get, the play is happening somewhere, and you really want to go there, but actually you don't necessarily have to because. For now, you don't have to play there. Alright, so where you are. Okay, you are here. Instead of flipping here, just keep going. You will be a bit further, sure. But you see like how you'd be able to assist your teammate directly. By thinking a little bit wider, you offer yourself a bit more options. Coming like this, see? A little bit more space. Maybe go a little bit deeper, like this, up. And maybe like now you would actually jump. Like see, here actually you could score, right? If you were probably following your teammate, the moment that he does that, you see that like he won't be able to play this directly, and it's open because both of them committed. So this is actually a scoring opportunity that you had. Instead, for some reason, okay, we are in defense, I guess. I will go in defense. And again, look, well, this guy cannot like get the ball. This guy is still very far. So like this is your like the ball for your teammate. Sure, he might mess up. Like he might mess up, and they will end up having the ball. But even if they mess up, are you in a good spot to defend here? Not really. And that's why if you were a little bit further, you had like that option of, oh shit, I go in defense. Or, oh, okay, if my teammate does something cool, I can follow up, right? Because, I agree here, it might be a bit risky, like, see if this guy jumped. But again, here, what do you cover? nothing really. Here going on the left side, not really needed because it will go back to the middle, right? Like this. It's nothing else. You can be a little bit, like take your turn a bit like, wider. See like how here you really turn sharply. So like sure you are, like you turn, but right now it's not really super, like your positioning is not as great because there is a bit of space between him and you. And see like how in the end your touch end up being mid. Sure, your teammates will be able to get it, but there's maybe a word where, for example, if you got like a bit closer, but with more speed, right? Because you had like more speed, so you'd be able to take a sharper, like not a sharper turn, a wider turn. So cause like here in the end, like you want to fake challenge, right? So you do this, you take a bit wider. You see like how instead of being where you are right now, if I'm being here, almost the same thing, right? But by being slightly wider, if you want to turn, you'll have a bigger angle play this ball. So you'd be able to do something slightly better than this. Because again, your teammate is able to get it, and thankfully both of them changed. But it was still kind of dangerous. You take the boost, you get the ball, very well played. There's only one enemy now. I feel like you have like one type of attack on the ground. It's not too like bad, just the thing is I don't know if like that's like your go-to, trying like to dribble them from the side, or if you're not able to like catch the ball properly, and that's why like that happens. Now get some boost. See here, see like how between the time I told you like get some boost and you actually going, there was some delay, right? Thing is like right now you're supposed to like land. I go on this pad. Like the moment that you land is like okay, I cannot do that play anymore, right? Pad flip. You'd be here a little bit sooner. You take the turn and you might be able to go for this. So here I feel like you just like left the play. Teammate made this ball. Like okay, he's not able to touch it. Here you cannot trolled. I think the idea of going on the wall is not bad. It's just it was not the best thing. But you couldn't like. I don't see mind you. The thing is, see if you are here, you can cover on the ground or can always go up. Right now you assume that it was gonna go up. Here you just need to assess if you have to go down or not. And again, same thing as I told you earlier. Information. This guy is not ready for the ball. This guy is not ready for the ball. So here you actually had time to like stay here. It's like, oh, actually, okay, I can go down. I can get it, right? Especially like this could have been a very good setup for whatever you want to do. Like an energy ball, you want like just to, like hit it hard again to like force them to jump. You want to catch it on the ground. If it seems like you are a grounded player, from what I can see. I mean, you tried like a reset earlier, but there is that. Again, the thing is, you could have still made this work by going on the backboard as you did. This is like here you jump, and here you use your flip to match the ball falling down. You just end up giving a bad ball. Teammate also trolled. He got bumped, I think. Yeah, he got bumped. Okay, so now what do you do? Right. Teammate got bumped. You have to defend, right? Instead you went for the boost. You went for the boost. But why, right? Because the thing here is the moment that you land, you need to assess the situation. You gave a bad ball, so right now you have to defend. See, actually it's not too bad to defend because look, he sent the ball to the left, right? So here, take a bit wider, up, you jump. See, super easy. Like this was actually a very super easy save. It was like I don't think you had the information that your teammate got bumped, and even if you didn't know that he was bumped, I think it was still kind of dangerous. Like you should have known that it was dangerous because well, I gave the ball away. Panic again. Oh, panic a lot. Again here, information. This guy is not ready. Do I have to jump for this? Even if I jump, where does the ball go? Actually, no. You can just like wait a little bit more up, and then like you jump slightly. Like you don't have like to read the ball in a way. You just have like to let it unfold. I just want to go from your POV again. See here, up, take it a bit wider, up, and then you can send it to the backboard, or actually to the corner. My bad. But actually, like instead of sending it to the corner here, it's just better like if you control it, because at least you can force a 50 and force one of them to like. Come to you and you gain time because like by booming it to the backboard to the corner, well they just end up having like a ball and you want to gain some time from your teammate here. So it's quite unfortunate. That's how you guys are gonna get scored on. There was maybe slightly better to do because here see your teammate would have been able to like turn on the right if you made like a clear on the right. You could have played with him because here you going for something on your own. I don't really like it because you have 33 boost. Unless like you jumped and like you forced a 50 down, like you dropped with the ball. But here is like because you don't have enough boost, you're using your flip to like get the hit on the ball. And thankfully your teammate is able to to cut you, to cut this, right? So like well played, but it was kind of dangerous, right? Instead, like you see, if you were to send it on the right, it would have been much easier for your teammate to play that. So again, it's not a bad play. You won't get punished for it. It's just it could have been slightly more optimal. Here you're gonna get this. Why not? But yeah, you have to be a little bit careful. I like the idea, just like your teammate again is not ready, right? I know it's annoying because like it was still like, it was a good pass if he was ready, but he's not. You're going to go back fast behind your teammate. You might have been a bit close there, but see here, just again take a little bit wider. See, you take a bit wider. You're here. It's the thing is by being wider, you can always like be slightly faster, right? So you will be able to arrive at the same time as if you were close. The thing is, if you are close, you do have like to slow down. See, like here, you don't really, or you're not boosting. Well, maybe if you boost a little bit more at first to like get this pad, you'd have a higher speed going into the play, right? Because it's just like maybe see this pad and this pad here, right? And you might have been able to like go on the left with 1/4 turn or 1/4 turn, and you go on the right. Slightly more distance, but it gives you like a bigger line of action. Bon, here again, teammate done this. Do you have to play this ball as you did? Actually, not. Right, this guy is still landing. So there was maybe a word for you where you can maybe catch it and go up the wall, or maybe you make like a hit with like your left corner, so that the ball goes a little bit more like that. You land on the wall and you try to continue it. Right, here I feel like your pinch was a bit of a last-ditch effort. You know, I have to do this. Not a pinch, actually. It was not a pinch. You were trying to do like a sick redirect. I mean, sure, it could have worked, but again, you had some time, so might as well use it, because you could have beaten like the guy on your left. Okay, you're gonna get this boost, take information. All right, you can go up a little bit more. Teammate has, well, the enemy has. Unfortunate catch. Yeah, fortunate catch. It's fine. He's gonna give you the ball back. Again, why make it hard on yourself, right? Put some space, right? Put some space, and sure, you got scared about like what he was doing, and again, you could have gotten this, right? With the angle that you had, you could have gotten this. But what if you just, instead after taking this boost, up flip, you go outside like this. See, you'd be here. Now, if he's able to redirect it, you'd be able to save it later, and if not, well, you can actually jump for this, right? With a much better angle that you have. I'm not saying that it was like necessarily bad. There is maybe words where you want to jump for this, right? Like to get like a hit. It's actually not a bad thing to go for this, right? It's just you making it much harder on yourself. It could have worked maybe if you were like slightly earlier, or even just you go on the wall, right, and like you clear it on the left. That actually would have been like another good option. Just like here, it's just very difficult. All right, pressure him. I feel like again you kind of hesitate. Like why was there like no flip, nothing? Unless like it was on purpose where you wanted to jump him for your teammate to get it. But honestly, at this point, like look at how awkward he is, right? If you just jump straight into it, the ball is going to go towards their side. They're going to have like a lot of difficulties like defending from that, because you don't have like time to get some boost, so you can get an advantage from that. Where here the bump is like sure you bumped him, but it's not as optimal. Here again panic. Second one I can understand. Here I think you just like your catch was not as good. This one again, if you do the information like he's not there. Thing is, see, even if you're not able to do something great with the ball, if you can at least like 50, it's not gonna be super bad. But yeah, I feel like I feel like this game was not too bad. Like from you, it's just defensive wise, at least it was not super great. It was really positioning and rotations, the thing that you had like issue with, like really, because most of the goals could have been easily been saved. Your boost is not too bad. You can always get some more pads. There's one goal where like you went for like the boost over the ball, so be careful of that. I'd say like your main thing to look out for is your positioning and think about like the line of action that you have. My team is playing forward. Let him some space. Put some space between yourself and you. That way, whenever it's your turn to play, you will have an easier time to go for the ball, right? Put some distance between yourself and your teammate. You will have a higher, like a wider angle, and you will have like a higher speed overall, right? A little bit more momentum going into the play. So you won't have like to stop as much or be as slow. This one actually quite important. I don't know why I didn't mention it earlier. My bad. Information, take your information, because like most of the time, like you're playing on panic, right? And that's really like an information problem. Where, okay, well, my teammate beat someone, where is the other guy, right? I finish my action, where is the other guy? You have to keep them in mind, because like your play will depend on the enemy and your teammate as well. For example, whatever you made the pass to your teammate, which was not there, well, that's something that you kind of need to consider. Right? My teammate's not there, so I have to like somewhat play this on my own and gain some time. Oh, the enemy is kind of far. Well, I have space now, so I can do something, right? Oh, the enemy is not really ready to like attack, so actually instead of like booming the ball away and trying to clear it, I'll try to like control it and stay close. And if he rushes me, well, I can do a 50.